I looked up at the bridge at the end of there where we were addressing Cole up top, and you can see Cole's on top of the bridge. He looks down the floor and sees the land of Leviathan that's basically attacking the ship. And at this point, he's got to battle through to get to a crate full of tickers, because Bear came up with this idea that he's basically just going to drop a bunch of tickers on it and hope it blows up, which, as it turns out, it will. Cole's going to hopefully execute that guy. Oh, Aaron cut his throat, and he's dead. And so he's going to try and work to this kind of fortification that's at the front. Going to try Katana over to the right that's trying to take him out. Now he's going to get the Vulcan, which is this machine gun that he has. It's actually a two-person gun that just completely annihilates everything. It's one of the most bad guns in the universe.
How is it a two-person gun?
So basically, player 2 carries an ammo box, kind of like the little monkey with the crank type thing, right?
Okay.
And player 1 holds the Vulcan cannon. And if you follow them around, you're kind of chained together. It's kind of like, people on the ground.
So you got to work together a little bit. And so we have some new gear soldiers here. Who are they?
So basically, you have Carmine and Back.
Yep.
And this time, he's a total badass. I don't know if you ever saw the image of him. He's got like giant guns and everything, right? He can like take out the Locust.
I'm sad about that.
We don't know if he's going to live or die. Yeah, we had a contest.
I know. I voted that he should die. That's why I'm a little disappointed that he's badass.
Sorry, too.
I respect tradition. What can I say?
You see, this is the one shot we have right here. This is a gun that's like an elephant gun, and it just went right through the boomer shield right there. It basically turns your enemies into pink fist.
And so you also have the Retro Lancer, which does not have the chainsaw attachment to it.
It just has a big old blade at the end of it, right?
Okay.
It's one of those things, if you hold the B button, you can actually do kind of a charge and stab people and pick them up in the air. It's a very powerful gun, but it kicks like a beetle.
Okay, so we'll be a little cautious with that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so what kind of changes? Okay, right now, I should say, while we're looking at it, we're
yeah, this is the part where these the tickers on the left Leviathan and land on top of the floor. And so after this, everybody kind of reunites and go along their merry way on the quest to potentially find Adam Phoenix, Martin Phoenix's death.
But the boat doesn't fare so well.
No, the boat doesn't do so hot. And it's kind of this theme of them basically kind of messing with everything they kind of touch inadvertently, right? Both, they're at the sea, they think they're safe, and of course they're not, because if they were safe, there'd be no game, right?
Right.
So all hell breaks loose, and they have to save themselves.
And so what kind of changes are players going to notice from Gears 2?
Well, it's going to work online.
Okay.
Yeah, we figured out matchmaking. I mean, one of those things, the game was originally going to come out in April, and Microsoft said, let's put it out in September, and we're like, oh, holy crap, we can finally do a beta. The beta was a huge success. We have over 1 million pre-orders. We had tons of players in on the beta. I don't even know how many people wound up getting killed in the game. It was tons of them. And matchmaking got sorted out, and we have dedicated servers. So day 1, September 20th. If you're going to ship a shooter in 2011 and beyond, you need to have dedicated servers. So we ponied up for that, Microsoft ponied up for that, and it's going to create an amazing online experience.
I think that is something that a lot of gamers are going to be able to get behind.
Yeah.
So there's also the Super Fast Max.
Yes.
It's something everybody's really excited about.
It's one of those truths in life, like farts are always funny. If you add max, it's better, right? And it's like we have a giant mech.
It's so beautiful.
Monkeys make
it's like a Zen pose.
Yeah, but it's just like a giant mech that you actually hop in.
Okay.
It's kind of like a mechanical loader, and you can actually deploy in it, and somebody can take cover on it. So it's kind of one of those other ways you can play in co-op. The left arm of it's a rocket launcher, right arm is a Gatling gun, and it's just basically a walking tank.
That's pretty awesome. Okay, and let's actually like we're about to go get the Silverback right now.
Yeah. And, so this is the part where the Leviathan's attacking the ship, and the tentacles are kind of closing in and making these crates go, so you actually wind up getting, hopefully not getting smushed.
Right.
If you look over to the right, what happens is we open kind of a garage door, and there's 2 Silverbacks in there. In the main game, you actually have access to both of them, right? Both players can hop in it, but for the purposes of the demo, we wanted to show off the co-op gameplay, the fact that player 1 can deploy and player 2 can take cover on it, kind of fly and fire around it, and just generally have fun and kick ass.
So you guys love doing these giant sort of Leviathan-style monsters. Are we going to see more than one?
I don't want to spoil it, but there's a little bit. There's a little bit that was teased in the War Pigs trailer that came out. You saw something that looked like a giant beetle from hell. That's Queen Mira's steed that she rides in on. You actually get that exclusive information here, by the way.
Oh, wonderful.